Hi, everyone. I'm Brien Lundin of Gold Newsletter, and I am talking to you from the Metals Investor Forum in Toronto, right before the big PDAC mining conference. The markets are rollicking, the metals are rising, the mining stocks are starting to respond. One of the points I've made to my readers of Gold Newsletter and the people I'm presenting to here is that there are a few ways in this stage of a metals and mining share market to really maximize your returns. One of those ways is to find the next story, the next new deal, the next play coming from a really good group, management team, financing team, and get in early. And that, I think, is the surest way to make money in these kinds of markets. It's been where I've made, I would say, the bulk of my returns over the years in these markets. With that model, I can't think of a better play fitting that model than Mercado Silver. Daniel Rodriguez is here to tell us about it. President and CEO, or
Just CEO.
just CEO? Oh, well, one of these days.
Yeah.
Daniel is CEO of Mercado Silver. And Daniel, as I said earlier in our presentation, if you want to have the next Vizsla Silver, which was just such a spectacular story, big winner for us in Gold Newsletter, if you want to have the next Vizsla Silver, then you want a company that is following that model with some of the same people involved with Vizsla Silver, and that Vizsla Silver itself has demonstrated it believes has a good chance of being the next one. And that all points to your company. So tell our audience about how all that's come to be.
For sure. So initially, I was approached by some people to start a new company with that in mind. So we want to have some Mexican focus, and a lot of the people involved were the characters or people involved that started Vizsla. So from the project side, and that was an easy yes for me. So to go there and have
Yeah, I would think it would be.
So it was easy to jump on board, and we really just started incubating and doing due diligence over the last year and a half. And then we come out and announce our two projects in about the end of September, October. And then we go and announce a financing and announce Vizsla as a strategic. So that puts us in a park now that we are in the right neighborhood. We've got the right backing. We've got the right support to go advance. And we have a great team.
And Vizsla as a strategic, Vizsla as a development company that's actually now investing in Mercado Silver.
Right.
Yeah, and I jumped on board with recommending the company and as an investor in the company, not even thinking about the projects. I mean, just that team, just that model, that backing, the people that found Panuco for Vizsla, now in this relatively small startup entity. I mean, that's an exciting story in itself. In the presentation today, you went into more detail about your two initial projects. And I have to say, I was really quite impressed and excited as a shareholder on the potential of those two projects. Let's tell our audience about them.
Yeah, for sure. So Cobalito, our flagship, next to McEwen's El Gallo complex, attractive in the sense of the neighborhood that it's in. We've got road infrastructure, we've got people there, we've got a local workforce that we're working with already. And so it is drive up ready to go out into the field and go drill. It's received 81 holes to date.
Yeah, with good results.
Good results.
Yeah.
And so we went and started looking at that data, and what we figured out chronologically where the previous operator left off, left a lot of meat on the bone for us to go follow up on. So they made new vein extensions that they never tested.
Okay.
They only drilled to 100 meters at depth of those 81 holes. And that left a lot for us to go drill at depth. We now have extensions, and they've only drilled 60% of the known veins. So we can go and follow up on that. But we're also in the field currently advancing on those veins beyond the area that's been explored. We've made some new vein discoveries. So the story just keeps growing.
Yeah, and that's the history of Vizsla. I mean, they had a big project. They built a resource on essentially a postage stamp on the envelope, as it were.
Yeah.
And just miles and miles, kilometers and kilometers of vein structure that's never been explored, and they added to that. So your potential here, upside, I would think, is not only drilling where they didn't drill in the known veins, but also uncovering those veins.
Right.
And that's typical, that's endemic to this whole model in Mexico. You find the veins and they go on and on and on, and very consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just taking we're just taking an approach now that we're going step at a time, and we got to walk before we can run. So starting with our drill program and just advancing on that, and then as we make new discoveries and new vein discoveries, we can grow on the story and continue drilling.
And the drilling is actually starting
in
days.
5 days.
Yeah.
So I go down in the middle of the month back to the project.
Yeah.
And we'll be drilling by then for sure.
Yeah.
So, but the goal is to be by the end of next week.
Okay.
We expect to have it.
So we could have results within a month and a half or so, or
I think so, depending on who the labs we're talking to. There's always, as we've been getting busier, the market's been getting busier. It's the delays get a little longer, but we're expecting to have some results in May, and we'll try to get them out there.
That could be a good point for the market to start realizing that it's real. Now, the second project.
Second project, Zamora, is located outside of Mazatlan to the north, and is surrounded by large names.
Yeah.
So we've got a Los Reyes property that was recently acquired by Torex for about $450 million.
Mm-hmm.
It's a resource and not a mine currently. And then we've got Cosella, America's Gold and Silver to the north.
Yeah.
And then you keep expanding out just a little bit. You've got First Majestic and Vizsla not too far off in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
This project we acquired for, I'd say, not too much money, and we 100% own it. And the only asterisk attached to it is we currently have 378 hectares, and we're going to move 3,000 hectares back into good standing.
Okay.
And once we can do that, we just have a chain of artisanal silver and gold
Mm-hmm.
mines that all link up, and the results in there from just channel sampling they're pretty impressive.
Yeah. In the presentation, I was really impressed with that. I had not fully appreciated the potential of that and the potential of the larger property position. I mean, that is the same recipe that we saw, the same thing we saw at Panuco at Vizsla. Large property, lots of evidence of historic vein and artisanal production, and a lot of work to do to outline it, and a lot of potential. The timing on getting that larger land position?
Our legal team has advised us it was going to be 6 months to a year.
Mm-hmm.
We're now passing about the 6-month mark.
Okay.
So I'm not going to hold them to it. We're just,
right.
So we're expecting by the end of this year, we should have a result.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a positive result. That's what we've been advised over and over
Mm-hmm.
again. And that's why we're obviously licking our lips at to get at it. And I think the results there are worth waiting for.
So as I mentioned, one of the big areas of excitement, really the big area of excitement with Mercado when I first got involved was the team you have put together and the possibility of a pipeline of projects.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about the team and their ability to go find projects and bring new projects. I know you can't talk about anything specific right now, but as a goal and putting the team together, how is that going to work out? What can we look forward to in that regard?
So when we go back to the first time that I went down to Mexico to start Mercado, I was able to meet a lot of the participants that I now work with.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest takeaway, so not only the project that we were looking at, is the people that I was getting involved with.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden opened up this whole network and world of people that this is their backyard. And
Mm-hmm.
so the pipeline of projects that we're looking at, the potential that's there I think it's great. So we can go and do some transactions and continue to create value for our shareholders.
So that is a goal. That's something you're actively working on.
Yeah, I don't want to oversaturate ourselves, but we're not
Right.
going to walk away from projects that look great and
You're right.
create value for us, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, wonderful. Daniel, I'm excited as a shareholder. It's been a winner already for our readers in Gold Newsletter, but it really has not moved much at all. It is an early stage company with a very exciting proven formula for success and a lot of the same people involved. So good luck. Looking forward to the news, looking forward to the drills turning, and this is a big catalyst coming up with the drills turning.
For
So
sure.
this is the time to get involved. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks so much.